Freedom is just a word. That's not freedom, is it? Freedom, it's just a word. In every language they'll have a word. But the word itself is not freedom. Freedom is something that you experience. Sometimes you don't know what freedom is until you have experienced it. There were many, even in the Buddha's era, people thought that they were free. Because back then there was slavery. So they were the free people, and then they were the slaves. But when they went to listen to the Buddha's teaching, they realized that they were all slaves. There were those who were slaves to others, and then there were those who were slaves to themselves. True freedom only comes from within. These talks are for that purpose. To help you free yourself from the burden that you experience day in, day out. From the burden of motherhood. Mothers, I talk to you. I want you to experience the freedom from the burden of motherhood. You don't have to give up your son or your daughter for that. But you know that as a mother, you have many sleepless nights. Every other day you're crying about something. And then the other day you're worrying about something. Every joy that you experience is always tainted with fear. You find a good school for your child, so you take them and put to the school. Now they're enrolled in one of the best schools in the country. That gives you a sense of joy. But then at the same time, you're also worried, what might they be exposed to now? It's one of the best schools because they have all the facilities, the best teaching, the best classrooms. Every child has a laptop. And they're connected to the internet. So, with every little joy that you experience, you also have to endure the pain of fear. When your child comes home and says that they have won the gold medal, now you can be certain that they have become the target, perhaps of bullies. Maybe those who want to snatch that position from them. There will be those who don't like them anymore. So it will be a constant battle. So as a mother, now you're burdened. It's one thing to do your duty for your child, but it's another to feel the burden of motherhood. That's what I want to free you from. And you know that your child is like a drop of water hanging on the end of a blade of grass, because they are alive just like yours. And all life is very temporary. If your happiness depends on their life, all you need to completely destroy whatever happiness you experience right now is just a message from them or a call from them or someone you know to say that they have had an accident or they have taken a turn for the worse, they're ill, they've been taken to hospital. Some of you, your children are abroad, aren't they? They've gone there for further studies. Maybe some of them have settled in foreign countries. You brought them up, they were the apple of your eye, you looked after them. But then at some point, you married them off And now, whether that is your son or your daughter, they don't live at home anymore. Now they're abroad. They're with someone else. So now you're at the mercy of your daughter-in-law or your son-in-law. Will they look after her just as well as you did? Who knows? Will they mistreat her? Who knows? Will she open up with you in case she has problems? Who knows? Or will she keep it all inside and just bottle it all up? These are the fears that run in every mother's mind and every mother's heart. When your son has to leave for school or has to leave for work, and then on the news the other day or in the newspapers the other day you read that there's drugs everywhere. Now you're worried. You're scared. And when you see the stats that get published every year of how pornography is completely bringing the nation's youth to its knees, then you're scared, you're worried. What might it do to your boy? This boy that you looked after, you doted on. The one who you try to take care of so painstakingly, all those days and nights. I'm not talking about duty and responsibility. I also have a duty and responsibility, and that is what I'm here to fulfill. If we are citizens in this world, we have a duty and a responsibility to each other, the people with whom we share this planet. We have a duty and responsibility to the trees, to the rivers, to the oceans, to the sky above our heads and the ground below our feet. We have a responsibility to nature. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the burden that you experience, the pain and the fear that you go through, the suffering that you have to endure, ladies and gentlemen. This Dhamma, these sermons, these talks are to help free you from that. The extent to which you experience that freedom is the extent to which the Sangha has begun to happen within your hearts and minds. So I want you to get closer to the Sangha.